Since the proliferation of electric vehicles, technology has been marketed toward certain groups. A study conducted by Fuels Institute in 2019 found that middle-aged white men were the top demographic in EV ownership. In today's installment of BNC Tech, Tashanea Whitlow introduces us to an industry disruptor, making sure women, particularly black women, are part of the conversation.
Who holds the key to widespread adoption of EV technology?
I think that women can definitely help influence the battery electric vehicle space.
According to research from Cars.com, women influence over 80% of vehicle purchases in the U.S., but make up only 30% of EV customers.
I think men tend to lean into women in their lives to help with decision making, and the more informed she is, I think the stronger the adoption rate. So it's really important to get that trust, that education, and making sure that, women feel comfortable with this decision.
And it's not just buying, but manufacturing, as women are less than 25% of the automotive workforce.
Part of it, I think, is really our education system and where STEM fields are, developed and how far we go to attract young people. And then for corporations, the other piece to me is how do we invest in our communities and women and show them what's possible.
To change these numbers, companies like Ford have realized the messenger is just as important as the message, naming Raj Register head of U.S. battery electric vehicle marketing this October.
Having someone like me with a deep understanding of these customers, their nuances, their pain points, their pride points, things that are important, I think was strategic.
The latest figures show black people own about 2% of electric vehicles, even though they, along with Latinos, are more concerned about climate impacts than any other demographic.
People aren't necessarily explaining all of the pros, all the benefits outside of just the obvious sustainability pieces. And there's this stigma that owning an EV is very expensive.
President!
This sucker's quick.
How's it drive?
The Biden administration just released their plan to speed up deployment of charging stations, critical to widespread transition to electric cars and trucks.
Yeah, that's a huge one, is the charge network, quite frankly. The other piece is just supply. Being able to get, capacity for the batteries to meet the demand of the vehicles.
And with EV prices coming down, Register says black women should be a major part of the conversation.
We at Ford, we understand how important it is for black women to feel confident in this decision. We're not forgetting her.
For BNC, I'm Tashanea Whitlow.